Well, I was rolling down the road in some cold blue steel. I had a blues man on the back and a beautician out the wheel. We're going downtown in the middle of the night. We're laughing and I'm joking and we're feeling alright. Oh, I bet I'm nationwide. Yes, I bet I'm nationwide.
Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and today I'm proud to be representing one of the finest 1980 Ironhead Sportsters I've ever seen. You really don't see too many Ironheads out on the road anymore. This is an antique. It's 35 years old. This one's completely custom. There's over $20,000 invested into the bike. I have receipts for over $6,300 of work that we just did to it in the last month and a half here at the restoration shop for the New England Motorcycle Museum. The bike looked exactly like it did when we started working on it. Everything we did was mechanical. Pretty much everything on the bike is brand new. I guess I'll start with the paint job on the bike. The bike's called Pearly, P-E-A-R-L-Y. It has a pearl white paint job that kind of has a flip-flop look up to it. A cool blue flip-flop that is part of it being a pearl paint job. It has a blue base coat with white on top of it, and then it's clear coated. It's a custom flame paint job. The paint job alone was over $2,000. The frame is also painted pearl white to match. This is a complete custom frame-off trophy-winning bike. This bike has been entered in shows and pulled trophies. I can't imagine it going to a show and not pulling a trophy. And one thing I want to say about this bike, my son has a 100th anniversary Sportster. That's all done up. Matter of fact, see the black and silver one right there? That's his bike. That's a 100th anniversary Evolution Sportster. And that has a stock suspension on it. I've ridden that quite a bit. I just got off this bike. I just rode this one. This one handles and rides better than his. How, would you ask? With the 1980 handle and ride better than the 2003. All the suspension on the bike is custom. The rear suspension is progressive, top of the line progressive. Thank you. Progressive suspension. And the shocks handle much better than any stock Harley shock that I've ever ridden on. The forks also have a heavy-duty spring in there and 20-weight oil, so the front forks don't dive like the stock ones do. So the suspension is completely sorted out on the bike, and it has a brand new set of Metzler Marathon tires on there with a 58 miles on the tires. The paint job is, like I said, completely custom. When you come around this side, you'll see there's some custom artwork on this side of the bike. It has the black and chrome Harley Davidson matching. These are OEM Harley decals. These are not aftermarket. These are purchased at the Harley Davidson dealer, the tank decals. This is Pearly. That was a name given to the bike because it has that pearl paint job, white with the blue base. One of the cool things he did was when the artist did, who worked on the bike, if you look at the tank in the top, he left two little blue dots down to the blue base coat, and it kind of looks like a serpent head, like the eyes of a serpent and then a tongue. It's kind of, you know, at first glance, you have to look at it to see it, but it's really quite cool. The engine is brand new. The paint job was done, oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, but it's in mint shape because it's only been a show bike. The bike has been ridden less than 500 miles in the last 5 years. The tins on the bike are original Harley Davidson tins, as is the frame. It has the original taillight on it and taillight license plate bracket. Fenders in mint shape, front and rear tanks in mint shape. So that pretty much covers the tank and tins. Starting at the front end of the bike, it's got a completely custom front end. The forks are actually routed and chromed, so they're custom engraved and chromed, and it has chrome seals, cap seals on top of the fork seals. Chrome is in mint shape on the forks. The fender again is the pearl white and blue, beautiful with the flames on it, and it has a matching logo for the tank. Starting at the front of the bike, of course, it has a custom paint job matching the tank and rear fender. The forks are custom. They're engraved and chromed, polished and chromed, triple chrome plated, as is the fender mounts chrome plated. Custom. These are normally plastic. These are actually chromed metal fork caps. The forks are mint shape. The original OEM, factory original 1980 Sportster fork guard on the front is in mint shape. The headlight's in mint shape. Has a custom louvered headlight cover, and also the top triple clamp was chromed on the bike also. The going to the front wheel, you've got a complete custom front wheel assembly. It's a new rim that was laced up with chrome spokes and a chrome hub. The chrome hub has obviously new wheel bearings, new wheel seals, and also brand new brake discs that are actually engraved. Can you see the engraving on the side right here? And the stainless bolts. So the whole front wheel assembly, everything from here down except for the fender, is all custom. The original style Harley Davidson calipers were triple chrome plated, and it has braided stainless lines. Brand new brake pads. So the whole front end, everything's mint on here, and it has a brand new Metzler Marathon front tire that was put on about 50 miles ago. So the tires are factory fresh. Heading up to the controls on the bike, everything from here up is all completely custom. You've got a set of 6-inch dog bone risers with some nice flat track style bars that are about 36 inches wide. Nice and wide, gives you a nice stance. I'm 6'2", and it felt great sitting on it to me. It has the Harley Davidson OEM Live to Ride, Ride to Live, Harley Davidson gold-plated logo. Matching drag specialties, tachometer and speedometer. All the chrome, all the controls are all chrome. The turn signal, horn housing, as the clutch lever, and the mirrors are all chrome. On this side, the master cylinder has a B-Twin Cycles logo, Harley Davidson logo, with the chrome master cylinder, braided stainless lines everywhere, braided stainless brake lines, braided stainless clutch lines, braided stainless throttle cable, custom covered wires with this matching blue, pearl blue cover. Everything's just gorgeous. Also has custom turn signals mounted in the stocks, which they demonstrated in the ride on the bike. And as you heard, the bike sounds just awesome. It's a beautiful running bike. Coming back to the seat, it's got a custom seat. Very comfortable, might I add. Definitely more comfortable than the one on my son's bike. And it's got a passenger pillion, which is about a 4-inch thick pillion, and nice and comfortable. The fender struts are chromed, custom turn signals, matching the turn signals in the handlebars from the same manufacturer. Again, you've got the progressive suspension on the bike, and on the rear of the bike, back here, you can see not only do you have a chromed belt cover, chain cover, but you've got a chrome sprocket and a matching chrome rear rim with chrome spokes, chrome center hub, and the original factory Harley Davidson swing arm has been chromed. So just beautiful. If you look underneath the fenders, they're as clean as the top of the fenders. Just a beautiful bike. The coming around to this side here, the chain of sprockets were replaced when the bike was built, so the chain of sprockets have less than 500 miles on them. Coming around this side here, again, a brand new brake assembly. This is a brand new, we put this on. This is part of the parts list I have. Brand new caliper, brand new rotor, brand new brake pads, brand new brake lines. We went through a lot to get the brake system on here, and if you think you can build one of these in your garage, think again. This is, you know, we put over 80 hours into the bike, and it was already built. This is a bike that took hundreds of hours to create and well over $20,000 invested. So this is not something an average mechanic is going to do at home. This is a 6 month to 9 month build process for a bike like this, gathering parts and everything. I have some pictures I can show you. The engine, we completely dismantled the engine from the crankcases up. The engine, I'm going to go over what was done to the engine. Starting with the intake, with the fuel system, the tank was acid etched and cleaned. A brand new fuel petcock was put on the tank, brand new fuel lines, and the carburetor was just rebuilt with an S&S rebuild kit. It's an S&S Super 8. As you can see, the valve covers have been re-chromed. All the bolts are brand new. The push rod tubes were re-chromed. It has the engine was bored 10 over. So it's a XL1000. It's 1,000 cc's bored 10 over. So I guess it makes it 1,010. The acorn nuts on the bottom of the cylinder heads. You can see this is professionally done. None of the bolts are stripped or rounded off. Everything's beautiful. All the bolts and nuts are factory fresh and really nice. The engine cover. This isn't a cover. This is a chromed actual factory chrome cover. Chrome countershaft sprocket cover. The engine doesn't leak oil anywhere. All of the seals and gaskets on the entire engine have all been replaced. It has a new chrome oil filter. So basically you got a brand new engine. Not basically, it is a new engine. It's been completely rebuilt. It has a Harley Davidson oil cooler with braided stainless lines to match all the other braided stainless lines. RevTech coils. I'm 6'2". Love the forward controls. Once you get in the 4th gear and you're cruising around, put your feet up on the pegs. Thing handles great with the progressive suspension, the beefed up front forks, and the sticky Metzler tires with triple disc brakes. Again, this thing handles better than that 100th anniversary over there and rides better. Just a gorgeous bike. Very, very rare to find an iron head in this kind of shape. They're going up in value. I have the NADA value here. It's listed at $79.15 for a stock one. Like I said, we just put over $6,200 into the bike. There's over $20,000 tied up into the creation of this show-winning motorcycle. Coming around this side of the bike, you can see the matching, all the pegs and shifter are the chrome O-ring pegs and shifter, chrome shifter, all the shifter linkage, even the mounts for the pegs were chrome. All the bolts are beautiful stainless steel. Everything's perfect. The swing arm again is chrome oil filter, genuine Harley Davidson key ring. Has a blue RevTech spark plug wires to match the blue paint job. Has a new generator on it. Again, forward controls. The lower triple clamp was painted to match the tank. Just a lot of custom pieces on this that you're not going to see. And it came out just beautiful, just beautifully. A small list of the parts that we just put into the bike. We just put over $2,000 into it. We put a brand new battery in it, so it has a brand new Yuasa top of the line battery with a battery tender lead on it. We put a brand new air filter in it, 2 new spark plugs, an S&S master rebuild kit, new floats, new fuel valve, a complete engine gasket kit, every engine and gasket on the motorcycle, 10 over piston set. The engine was bored, brand new piston kit, brand new primary gasket kit, a set of intake valves and exhaust valves, V-twin lifters, lifter blocks, intake valve seals, exhaust valve seals, brand new rear brake line, rear brake caliper, and brand new S&S ignition module. So the carb, engine are completely rebuilt, brand new battery, brand new fuel valve. Engine runs beautifully, sounds awesome. Doesn't leak oil at all. It's totally oil tight. Over $4,096 in labor and $2,200 in parts. Here's the work order. We just invested $6,291 into the bike. On top of what you see, like I said, cosmetically, we didn't do any of the chroming or custom paint. That was already all there. Like I said, over $20,000 tied up in this bike. So then you can take another walk around and show them some more close-ups of the bike. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Some of the proceeds from the sale of the bike are going to the New England Motorcycle Museum Restoration Fund. All the fluids on the bike, I like to add, are brand new. The engine oil, the transmission oil, the fork oil, the brake fluid in the front brake master cylinder and rear brake master cylinder is all new. Bike needs nothing, it's ready to go. Like I said, we just put over 80 hours on. Here's the NADA value I just printed off. It's 79.15 in excellent condition. I'd say this is beyond excellent condition. This bike is a museum quality custom. It is on display in the New England Motorcycle Museum today. If you want to come take a look at it or have a mechanic look at it, you're more than welcome to. I also have a letter from the state of Connecticut. We're a Connecticut DMV licensed dealer. Here's a letter from the DMV in reference to the state of Connecticut Department of Motor Vehicles titling requirements. In accordance with Connecticut State Law Title 14, Section 14166, this is an exempted vehicle. A certificate of title is not required for a motor vehicle older than 20 years old. This bike is 35 years old. So what they do recommend is that you have a form of registration. So we have the previous owner's registration. Okay, so it was last registered for the street in 2012. It's been a show bike since then. Again, the bike did win a trophy at the last show it went to, and you can see why. All the wiring is completely sorted out on the bike. Has some cool custom touches, like the temperature gauge for the oil. It's really a beautiful piece. Again, brand new Metzler ME880 140/90/16 on the rear. Brand new matching Metzler on the front. So we've got brand new tires. It goes on and on and on, pages and pages of information about the bike that I have here. So it's an air-cooled 4-stroke, 45-degree V-twin overhead valve, 2 valves per cylinder. This is a 1980 model. So, like I said, the bike handles great, stops great, suspension's awesome, and there's no arguing the fact that Harleys have unique styling which produces strongly positive reactions. And the paintwork on this bike speaks for itself. It's absolutely gorgeous. The horn also has a very macho low pitch. It's quite loud. Doesn't sound like a motorcycle horn or a Japanese bike horn. And the headlight works really great too. Nice and bright at night. Sportster isn't the fastest bike on the road or the best handler, but it does have loads of character and road presence. And it's quite easy to live with. And a Sportster rider, any Sportster will tell you it's money well spent. Speaking of money well spent, this bike's going to be an excellent long-term investment. The iron heads are really going up in value. The pan heads are, going up through the roof. And this bike is absolutely gorgeous. It's a showpiece. So you can put it on display in your private museum or take it out and ride it or take it to shows, whatever you want to do. But it's a rock solid investment. I'm sure somebody's going to agree. And just as a comparison, we had a 1985 iron head that we had done up, a black one. If you look under on the Kaplan Cycles YouTube channel, you'll see that one. That one sold for $9,500, and that bike didn't have nearly the custom work that this one does. It didn't have the custom paint on the frame. Matter of fact, it was original paint. Didn't have custom paint on the frame. That was a cafe conversion, but this has got probably $5 grand more invested in this one than we did on that bike. So if that's a benchmark, I would expect this bike to bring somewhere north of $10,000, and it's worth every penny. Certainly, you couldn't build this bike for less than 20 grand. If I gave you a 1980 shovel head and told you to build this, you'd be spending $20,000 easily. So again, if you have any questions, call us about the bike. I hope it goes to a great home and somebody really enjoys this. Good luck, and God bless America.